This is our 5th tour, and this is the Out of Control tour. We started off last year flying in, and this year we wanted to do something completely different, so we went for the kind of old Hollywood, kind of really glamorous opening.
The opening of the show involves all 5 of us coming up on a hydraulic lift, but it's literally about that wide, and it just keeps going and going.
I think it's going to stop at stage level, and it just keeps rising and rising and rising.
And we've got like tiny little platforms to stand on.
And tiny little seat belts, just like an ordinary car seat belt holding you in, so you don't feel very safe.
And the higher you get, the more it rocks. Like you're scared to even move your legs.
It's pretty hard to do choreography when you're up there.
But please, how are you all doing the movements and stuff? Because I'm thinking this is awful, and then I look at you and you're like.
I couldn't have done it at the highest level, but now we bring it down.
It's better.
It's bearable, because I've got this thing, if I can jump, then I'm all right. But the height that it goes to, there's no jumping.
No, that's just instant death. It's scary. It's really scary.
Knee trembling, eyes watering, petrification, scary.
Basically, each year we try and find an opening that's more scary than the last.
But no one really takes into
nobody
account
takes
my scared
Nicholas.
of heights issue. So I'm forced to do it, basically.
She's absolutely terrified. We've had hypnotists here. We've tried literally everything to get her up there. So the opening of the show all rides on if Nicola can cope in this dress run.
I have to do it, I have to do it.
About being in a band, because us 4 can do it.
I would
Nicola's got
say
a fear.
3.
I didn't realise I was in a band with such daredevils until we started this tour. And they're all up and they're jumping around, and I'm looking at them like afraid to move, and they're laughing and having a great time. And
This is the biggest production we've ever done on tour, because we believe as a band that we should get bigger and better with each year that we tour, and last year was pretty full on. We flew in from the ceiling on zip wires, and we had to top it somehow this year, so there's a lot going on. Not only do we go and nearly touch the roof at the opening, we also fly over on a Perspex platform box.
And in my dreams it feels like we are 40 stories tall. When you're around, ooh, we're untouchable.
the swing that we're on actually swings if you move too much on it. If
I
you're
don't
dancing.
enjoy very much. So we're singing Call the Shots and we're going, just because you're raising, and then everyone starts tapping and we're like,
I said that to
oh no.
backwards, and they all laughed at me like I was some sort of strange
I'd rather
person.
face the way I'm travelling. Going backwards is a whole different kettle of fish.
We don't
There's
make
no
it
point
easy.
making it easy for yourself. We have to make it enjoyable for the crowd, and that means putting ourselves through quite a lot, especially in Nicola's case. So we like to put on a good show for our fans.
We always tend to kind of section the show off. You know, like when we do the set list, we pick songs that kind of go together and we pick a theme for each section. So like the opening sections, the 60s vibe with the promise, and we've got a longer version of this dress, like a skirt that goes on underneath, and then we whip that off for the rest of the first section. The second section is, it's just quite slick, really, isn't it? Like tuxedo, play suit things, just quite sort of bringing it down a bit from the Vegas.
Razzle dazzle.
Yeah. The third section is dark.
It's my favourite section. That's with the platform.
Flying across the arena.
And we have all the
section.
wind, where we're sitting now is where we have all the wind and the smoke, and it's really, it's a really atmospheric kind of part of the show.
Outfits are sort of
Which I think the older
spacey.
people, I think the kids might get a little bit scared at that bit, but it's a bit creepy, you know, it is a definitely more creepy element to it. But
It's, the outfits are really like another word, like the Untouchable video.
yeah.
That whole kind of
Otherworldly.
thing.
And we open it with Untouchable, so you can see where that came from.
We have a fourth section where we're a bit more street. We dance a bit more street.
Oh,
We've
yeah.
got hoodies on.
Ghetto.
Yeah, and that's for songs like Revolution in the Head from the album, which is a bit more, got a bit more of a kick, sound of the underground.
Harder, isn't it? A lot harder.
Yeah.
And then the fifth section is
It's more showgirly.
all our hits. It's like a kind of like a combination, not all of our hits, but of hits that worked well together that we couldn't include on the show or would have been on there all night long. But when you mega mix, condense them down and just done, you know, nice interludes from one to the next.
Yeah.
It's like a party.